Hey guys, well, it's time for another episode of Savage VR. I'm Link Savage, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the things that I don't like about big screen. If you saw the last video, I talked about all the things I love about big screen. I pretty much gushed about the damn application, but there's no such thing as a perfect application. So, of course, as with anything, this does have its problems. Now, understand that I've only been using this for what, 3, 4 days? But in 3 or 4 days, I've logged quite a bit of time in here because I rather enjoy it. The video playing in the background is actually the funniest shit that happens on Twitch using VR, whatever. It's just a bunch of clips, a bunch of VR fails, and they're actually kind of funny. But check them out when you get a chance. Whatever. Maybe I'll put a link or two in the description just so you have something to watch for fun. So, anyhow, last we spoke, yeah, I would have easily given big screen maybe a solid 3.5 to 4 stars, right? Why 3.5 to 4 stars? And you gushed about it though. Well, it does have some minor problems here or there, and it also has, well, that's the problem. There's shit it doesn't have, things it should have, things that if you were to go to something like virtual desktop and spend the money for it, you get and is actually pretty neat, actually pretty cool shit. So let's talk about the things that it kind of goes a little wonky. Thing number one, my hands. My hands will sometimes disappear or not sync. And I looked up the issue where, like, I'll have one hand, that's just, oh, hey, look, I'm a hand and I'm all here. And the other hand is just gone. I mean, I can't promise that I could show this kind of a glitch on command because it doesn't happen on command. It just happens. So given that it just happens, well, this is what it looks like. And I've gone online, I've looked at a couple of things, and I've seen them all. They all say the same thing: wave the hand around and it'll come back. Lies. All lies. So you end up having to actually exit the application and then come back in. Once you come back in, both of your hands are there and you can see. Why is this important? Because you need to freaking grab shit. You need to be able to grab your keyboard. You need to be able to grab your little, Palm Pilot thing here, your tablet. You want to be able to actually see what you're doing. You want to see the laser pointer. Things like that. So that's one minor gripe. I would say that in terms of actual usability, there are things that you will find online that don't match what you actually have now. So when they do upgrade the software, they seem to make a lot of changes and remove some things. And there are also support for other things that doesn't jive. So, for example, if I am looking at this here, inside of the customize your character is usually a bunch of other I hate that thing. It's usually, a bunch of other options. Like it would show me everything as a grid. Like I would be able to see the head, the body, the hair, the clothes, the accessories. Instead, I have to now cycle through this stupid mirror until I get to the point that I find something I want. Great. That's kind of annoying. But that's really it in terms of the things it does bad. I mean, yeah, when you want to change the environment, God forbid you're recording. If you're recording and you want to change the environment, it's just not going to happen. Um, it goes back to the tablet view and then it comes back out and then you have to reset your camera and everything else. That's just a minor annoyance. You really shouldn't be changing your environment while you're doing these videos anyway. That being said, let's talk about the things it doesn't have. And the things it doesn't have are really the more concerning parts. Um, This would be a great environment if I was able to integrate some things like phone calls. I know that the Vive can connect to your phone and allow you to see notifications on your screen, and that's great and all. But I would like to be able to reply to them. I have an iPhone, and it doesn't even give me the automatic reply option to make some canned responses or something. But something like that to be able to make phone calls would actually be nice, or answer phone calls, or send a text message because I don't do phone calls. You call me, I ain't answering shit. Um, but something like that. Or if it had other apps for social things. I mean, yes, it's great. You have your computer in front of you. What do you need all these other apps for? Well, what if you are just watching a movie and you would just like to have an app? I mean, now you can have Overdrop, which is awesome. But with Overdrop, I only seem to be able to get one window. Well, what if I want to have, Twitch chat over here and Instagram over there and Twitter over here and what if I wanted to do that stuff? It should be here. One of the things that virtual desktop does that I actually really really like is this music thing. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but either way, you sit there, you play music, and you get all these crazy particle effects all around you, and it just seemed really neat, and I just kind of want it. Granted, you're paying for it, so they give you good stuff. But it's the stuff that it's missing like that. They're minor things. Things that I probably shouldn't take away a point for, but things that I do take away a point for. If you notice, there's a block above my head that should have a name in it. Where's the name? I know, it's not a big deal, but if you were in, say, an environment with a bunch of coworkers and you want to know who's who, that name should be up there. Damn it, I just hit my face. That name should be up there. Eh, minor, still an annoyance. The other thing I've noticed is sometimes picking things up with the hands or getting the hands to change over to this nifty little pin right here usually is a trigger. Whichever hand you trigger, it will turn the hand into a laser pointer. Well, I'm I'm hitting the trigger and I'm making some cute hand gestures, but it's like I have to, I don't know, point at the screen in order to get it. And sometimes I just don't want to actually have it show up yet. The other thing, oh, this one pisses me off. If I am holding that damn laser pointer, which is still awesome, if I am holding it and say I decide to drop it, you squeeze to drop. Well, you also squeeze to grip shit. So if I just drop it, like say I drop it over here, drop it over there, sometimes, oh, thank you, Bruce. My dog is freaking me out. Sometimes I could drop it and it will grab the screen and move the screen to wherever my hand is pointing. But I'm not pointing at the screen. I don't want to grab the screen. Why the fuck is it grabbing the screen? Really annoying. But that's about it. There's not a whole lot. This was going to be a short video. I knew it was going to be a short video because I absolutely love this application. So that's all I really got for the things that I don't like about it. It's not a whole lot. I recommend the application. I think if you are on Steam VR or Vive Point, Vive Port, or whatever the hell it is you're using, Oculus, blah, blah, blah. If this application is available, 100% recommend it. 4 stars. Let's call it 4 out of 5. There's shit that it could have that it doesn't have, and if it did have, it would be a 5. I absolutely love it. I love everything else about it. But the things I don't like is really just the things that it's missing. It does have some annoying points, and that's all right. It's okay. I think that over time it'll get better. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a walkthrough of the application and actually show you, you know, all the stuff that goes on here and exactly what you could do. Let you actually see that as opposed to me just telling you about it. Otherwise, that's it. Go on ahead, like the video, share the video, uh, subscribe. I mean, come on, just fucking do it. Subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you next time. I want to do a Let's Play, and I think my first Let's Play is going to be a horror game. I love horror movies. I love to read horror stuff. I like horror comic books. I like horror, graphic novels. I like horror. I am scared shitless to try VR horror. Because you think to yourself, I totally know what I would do in that situation. Ha 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 ha. Let's try this shit in VR and see if, see if I can put my money where my black ass mouth is. We'll see. It might be a short game because if I do what real black people do, yeah, no. So we're going to go on ahead and call it quits for now. Like I said, share, like, subscribe. There are links above to take you to the different social media stuff, so follow me on Twitter, follow me on anything else that's up there, whatever the hell it might be. You can even find my Discord channel up there. So go ahead, enjoy it. I'll eventually get around to putting up those images like I should because I do graphics work and it's kind of embarrassing not to. Well, whatever. I'll catch you guys later. That is so not what I meant to do. See?